party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
Make sure y'all like this. Like this.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it.
This is Madden NFL 21.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Travis Kelce, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Harrison Butker on.
That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know,
No, it's on competitive.
the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tyler Irvin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And this one is incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Hill, the intended receiver once again. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Is good. Makes the score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 47 yards.
First and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 31 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Chiefs.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. First and
so close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
42-yard line.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Edwards-Helaire. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd and short.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And a gain of about 4 here moves us from the 6 up to the 10.
Aaron Jones.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A throw over the middle taken in. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an even 90 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
I'm watching that. I'm watching that.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Redmond up to make the tackle.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Intended for Marquez.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup, brings
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Intended for Mercedes Lewis.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right. Look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
At the 29-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. And now, due to a pair of time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. It's a gain of 5. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there.
And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Finding some room at midfield. The left side throw complete to Adams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kansas City.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
I lost.
Butker now to add the extra point.
20 points. That's more than 2 touchdowns.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a game.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will finally get to him, but a great return.
I'm replaying this. I don't care about me.
Has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery?
I'm replaying this. I don't care about me playing this.
I grabbed you, boom.
Dude, you grabbed me. My dude is right there. See, look, you boom me. Look, he went right past the ball.
That's not his fault. You click.
Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are now a terrific opportunity in.
Starting this, cause like this game, I knew this game was gonna cheat for real.
I got your camera on watching this.
No, it's not.
Hey, straight.
No, it's not. Shut up. Hey, you ball. Give me the ball first.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, still had 9 sacks on the season and was an absolute beast during the playoffs.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got... And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown run, and the Packers have taken the early lead.
I know the play ends up in the end.
No, you're not. You got your hand caught. It was.
Make it look like it's snow.
Let me see.
Make it look like it's snow. Can you see it look like it's snow?
Nope. I don't even see you, Ryan.
It looked like snow. It looked like snow, and I swear to God it did. Come on.
Zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 27.
Down Kansas City.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I'm rubbing my eyes like crazy right now. Did I just see what I just saw right there? That's something you don't see very often anytime, let alone here in the first quarter. Aaron Rodgers throwing an interception. This is a guy that takes care of the football as well as any quarterback in the league. When he throws a pick, it's news.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, you know what they say, when you pick off Aaron Rodgers, you better keep that football because you don't see that sight very often. Last year, 27 touchdown passes, just 4 interceptions, the lowest percentage of passes intercepted in the league for the 2nd straight year. In fact, he's the all-time best in that category. Less than 2% of his passes all time have been picked off.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll pull it down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up third.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Up from 4 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37 yards.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 50 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Mason Crosby.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touch. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The fake extra
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know
From
that
the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. But he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year. And they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack back. We'll see how they attack him here.
47 yards.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
The first down, Chiefs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Adrian Amos.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelsey.
Mahomes now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes to throw once more. And now here's another.
No.
Oh. What is Yakima?
Huh?
Yakima.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really?
It is.
He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The score remains tied, 0-0.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll try and run it, but he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Plus, I already know I'm going to get mine.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous. Because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone. He makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A quick slant to Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. That catch good for only a couple.
Yes.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. A gain of 2.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
At the 37-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What was that, Russ?
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Still second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Rodgers on the keeper.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Mahomes, oh man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And they'll run with a 1,000-yard rusher season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes firing complete. Hill shedding the tackle. Eddie takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
A pickup of.
But one thing's for sure.
Look at him. Where'd he go? I thought I was going over because I'm looking that way. Yeet. Come this way.
I'm back. John Wick.
Sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. Looking to pick up some steam, generate some steam right now. Down on the scoreboard and struggling a bit.
And sometimes you have to find it from places you don't ordinarily get it. Not necessarily just going back and throwing the football. Maybe use your legs a little bit. Maybe rely on some teammates, get the ball in their hands. Anything to try and generate a spark. The bottom line, he has to play.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you?
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake exit.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get to it. It's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to what we like. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Chiefs 16. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Yeah.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are under. Underway in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Wait, String. Wait. I'm trying to sound. Wait. Screen.
Bro, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find how to get my mic higher. I remember I'm making my mic lower because I was in the party.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, these.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off with it.
You tried to.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Wait, what's going to pick you?
And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
86.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catches. That winds up going for 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Close. I just realized it.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger,
Why they gotta put the
Nephew.
slow person behind, huh?
He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Whoa,
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Shut up. Yeah, take a break right quick. Okay, Stream Me is back. Let's go.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Go.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Kansas City.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
If I take a touchdown, I'm down by 2. You got 6. Yeah. No, you up by 8. I'm up by 8. I mean, you up by 8. You up by 8. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, 8, because 8 is...
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they can get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Imagine.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Rodgers to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Yes, sir.
Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Bashaud Breeland.
Wow, dude.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Oh, my
Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I'm so confused, bro.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that.
Bro,
Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
That's kind of a little confusing, bro.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back underneath?
I knew this kid was give him
Practices
something
we
dumb.
watch where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. They'll describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Like, you
goes
give
for
a
16 yards and sets him up first and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of it.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game. They're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Next week doing 2K, but I don't care.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Yeah, no.
And all the Chiefs have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
They giving him the exact same.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
I want my fumble, bro. They're going to give him that ball. Please give me the fumble.
1 yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
That's the reason why you started winning in the first place, bro.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Buying time to his left.
That's down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert.
Right past the
Third
ball.
and 9. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
He's across midfield.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Stream. Talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all subscribe.